Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Gloomhaven Guildmaster. In the last episode we went down to the coast and we tried to open up Samarit. Unfortunately the Berserker and the Brute ran out of steam, so now we've got the Berserker and the Summoner, which is not necessarily going to make it easier, but it's going to make it very different because the Summoner is of course going to be summoning a whole bunch of mobs. We're going to give this another go. Don't know if we're going to do any better because the Summoner is a brand spanking new character. We've taken off Bonded Might, which is a very good, powerful ability. We've left on Mighty Bond as its counterpart, so that we could put on Leathery Wings so we can do the whole Strengthen thing. That has the potential to be really quite powerful, so We'll see how it goes. I suspect we're going to be doing a lot of stuff with the wild animation Thorn Shooter, just because I've used it in the past, and a range 4 poison attacker is really quite good. Anyway, let's hop on in and see how this plays out. Ooh, an encounter straight away. You hear the clashes and clangs of what sounds like fight taking place up ahead. As you draw near, you see Savas and an Inox locked in a fierce duel. They both notice your arrival and call to you for aid. Well, we can't help the Savas because we have an Inox with us. So, I guess help the Inox? You side with the Inox and the Savas flees, seeing he's outnumbered. The Inox thanks you for your assistance and hands you a pouch of gold. Hey, always like money. 9 gold. It's a long and arduous journey west. We've read this before. So, Bears, Vipers, Viper Elites, Vermling Shaman Elites, Vermling Scout Elites. Okay. Loot 5 or more gold piles? We could try. We'll go for Hoarder, and Protector might not be possible, but if the Berserker drops down, then I suspect the Summoner's going to drop down as well. So we'll go for that and see how we fare. Okay, you reach the village and see Vermlings armed with bows and arrows commanding animals. So we know that we've got this room to clear out as quickly as possible. Then we've got 2 further rooms to go through. So we really want to be pushing forwards, not because we need to have stuff on the map every single moment, but just so that we'll be in a better position for dealing with them. Off the bat, what are we going to do about this guy? So moving in, we could go for the whole retaliate thing. I want to get the archers eliminated if we can. So cauterize is a really good option just for thinning out the numbers. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll be able to hit both of them. So if we're going to cauterize, then Resolute Stand makes sense to be the follow-up. So that's us taking care of things quickly. On this side, we want to get the Thorn Shooter out. So that's going to be wild animation. It would be good to also do some ranged attacking. So maybe Biting Wind is a healing thing because we're only dealing with the stuff on the bottom. There's no traps to move into, so Unwavering Hand doesn't help. We could do Living Night, but now we're going really slowly, which is not necessarily a bad thing. If we're going really slowly, Strengthen is not going to be of any benefit. Affect self and all summoned allies. Yeah. Okay, well, moving 3 would move us closer to the door, so that's not a bad plan. Let's go Blackfire for the... we'll go Biting Wind for the move, and Wild Animation. We'll do it that way. So, plan. We're sending the Summoner over this way, where they'll pop down the little Vine Shooter. The Inox Berserker is going to cauterize these 2, and then move to here as like a bit of a block. Move to here as a bit of a blocker and retaliate. So Hound's moving quickly. Move for attack 2. Cave Bear is going to just attack 4, but it's not going to move. So the best place for us to go is actually here. Or right next to this guy. We'll do the Cauterize first. Hit both of you. It's tempting to hit the bear, actually start it wounding down, but you know what? Let's do exactly that. And then we can back up to here as a reasonable location. Summoner might get targeted. That might have been a small mistake, but we'll get Cauterized back. We can use that next turn. Okay, it's attacked the correct direction, so that's fine. 3 damage is a bit painful, but we get the retaliation, which is what we wanted. And actually, we could stay still and do the healing. So if I get the Thorn Shooter behind us, and then we do the healing here, that's not the worst plan. Painful, but fine. That was also fine. Okay, feeling a bit happier, all things considered. Let's start with our Inox friend. So we want to get this guy killed quickly. Bounce back would let us move and heal. That's fine. So what would we do to best target him? Numb the pain? Get some shield, maybe? Strength and Agony would guarantee it's gone, but I'd rather save that for the bear. He's going to die anyway. And Vital Power will save for the bear. Yeah, so we're going to bounce back and numb the pain. It's a decent attack, which should allow us to shield up against any further damage. Over this side, I think it's time we move away. So Blackfire will get us moving, and then for a little bit more healing or damage, we could do Mighty Bond and get the Thorn Shooter to attack. Thorn Shooter's got a range of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the bear is in range at the moment. Yeah. Okay. I kind of like that. Cave Bear is just staying put. That's fine. So, Berserker. Numb the pain. Let's get the shield. Make sure he's gone. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, we may as well move in over here. The shield will help keep things a little bit at bay, and we'll do a teeny bit more healing there as well. Okay, Thorn Shooter. If we move you up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, you can still attack. That's gonna help. Moving up to muddle this guy is actually not a bad idea. Give him disadvantage on his attacks. Hey, totally worth it. Okay, now we can think about maybe a little bit of healing in what we're doing. So Furious Aid will help us out with that. We could just stab this guy, actually. Defiance of Death, Furious Aid. I like that as a combination. Over this side, is it time to get the wolves out? I think it could be. Let's use Unending Dominance to move, and we'll get the wolves out. The bear is moving and doing its stuff. That's unfortunate. At least we're in good nick. And this is why it's super unfortunate. Ow, there goes the Thorn Shooter. Yeah. With him still being alive, we're going to have to move if we want to summon the wolves. So let's go to here. Get the wolves out. This is not how I saw this going. Alright. The bear's going to go down relatively quickly. Unbridled Power will help make sure that happens. Over this side, we don't need to do any healing right at this moment, so let's try and get the leathery wings. Or maybe the Forged Ferocity, just to give them a bit more resilience. Okay, bear going first. Bit of a stab in the back. It's not a problem. I'm actually tempted to focus on this guy, seeing as he's still got to act. Although he's not going to do much. But this thing is going to die relatively quickly. Okay, guarantees he's going to die. Let's start looting some of the gold. In fact, we'll do it like this. Oh, we can't because we're immobilized. Is it worth pushing the bear? I guess it probably is. Or pushing him back onto there. Yeah. Push you back like that. And make it a bit more efficient when we end up killing him. Although now I'm kind of tempted to do a big loot in the area. Alright, well. We'll get the unwavering hand. And actually, let's have a look. What do we have in terms of loot abilities? Do we have any? We do. Furious Aid. Not particularly helpful for us. So it is going to be a manual pickup for a lot of things. I think pushing through and starting the next room is the best bet, because we are going to be low on cards. And of course we've got the giant snakes in here, so they're going to come in and start doing all their vipery nastiness. Maybe I should have waited until next turn to push in. Painful. Mostly painful for the poison. That's really painful. Let's burn leathery wings. Okay, I can take 1 damage. Right. Cauterize will let us get some damage going over there. Strength and Agony will get us a bit closer, but that's not very helpful. You know what? Getting into the entry area is going to be enough. We're going to need a short rest over here. We can lose Forged Ferocity. So we need to back up and really do some blocking, I feel like. Maybe Unending Dominance. We'll try and do it this way. Okay, we're moving relatively quickly. So the Shadow Rules, we can move them closer. So at least that's making this area a little bit safer. For the summoner themselves, 2 attacks at range isn't really very useful. So 1 attack close and then backing away feels like the best. And if we're going to hit anything, let's hit the elite. Okay, made no difference anyway. Get behind the wolves. We need to get closer. So step on in. We don't care about the disadvantage because this is all about getting the wound on them. So hit both of you. That way they're guaranteed to die over time. That was lucky. Still poisoned though, which is annoying. Piper's coming in doing little bits. But our friend has done exactly what they needed to do. They've blocked that path through. Okay, we're going to have to do a short rest. Yeah, we can lose Cauterize now. So, Bounce Back will get us healing up that poison. Then we need to Numb the Pain is actually not a bad idea. We would take the damage, we would get a shield, but we can heal up further over here twice. And I think that is a good combination. Especially when they're moving a bit slower. So, Numb the Pain on the big guy. disappointing. That gives us the shield. And then I'm kind of tempted to run around here. You guys are just jumping and looting. So you're not even going to hurt us. Oh, I should not have done that. I should not have run further away. Right, let's... Okay, I need to wait to restart the round. That was a misclick because I need them to stay there so we can do the healing. And I'm perfectly fine restarting round when I do something like that, because if we were playing the board game, I would have done exactly that. So we burn Cauterize, and we selected Bounce Back and Numb the Pain. Over here we selected Biting Wind and Unwavering Hand. So things are going to play out exactly the same. So take the damage, give you a stab. It's going to be disappointing because it has a seed for the random number generator, so you can't save scum by doing that. That gives us our shield, and we want to end up just 3 away. So 1, 2, 3. We can go to here, and that's fine. Or we can back up, and backing up may be smarter. Just until we get the healing done. At which point, going for the shield probably wasn't necessary, but it was there more as precaution than anything. Okay, heal you. Heal you. Poisoning by a wolf. That gold is going to vanish, of course. Oh, you've made it all the way through. I was not expecting that. Well, we want to get in and hit him quick. Strength and Agony could... You know, Defiance of Death is going to be fine. So Resolute Stand, Defiance of Death, we move quickly, we get this guy killed. Over here, it's going to be... We could do a long rest, actually. Slow down a little, get the poison healed off. Does mean that our wolves would go after everything else, though. That's the downside, so let's do it as a short rest instead. Black Flame gives us a bit of ranged targeting, and... Let's do Mighty Bond, actually. Or Unwavering Hand. Yeah, Unwavering Hand, it's fine. Things are moving quickly, but we're going to be fine in ourselves. So step in, get the Retaliate on, and we'll give you a hit. Down he goes. Wolves doing the hard work. Can't quite see you. We could move first. Oh, actually. Force one enemy within range 4 to do a move 1. That That was satisfying. That was really satisfying. We can only target this one guy, but that's fine. He's going to die on his turn, so that means it's just going to be that last scout who's going to steal the loot. God damn it. Okay, we can move in and start looting now, or move back and start looting. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. So Strength and Agony will get us back onto it. Or maybe we use Furious Aid. We go back to here and do Furious Aid. So we can use growing rage, and that will pick up all of those, which moves. It's four piles of gold. Really, really quite important. We need to use Unending Dominance to get back the burned cards. Otherwise, we're going to be really, really short on cards for the rest of this. So step back to here. Furious Aid, pick them up. Wolves come in and do their bits. Let's get back our cards. It's going to make things quite a bit better. I think I should move you a little further away for what difference it makes. Oh, one adjacent ally. This one then. And there's nothing to attack, so that'll do. Okay, move 3. Move 4. 1, 2, 3. Let's do 3. Because that gets us onto the gold. And then Unbridled Power. Over here, we're going to move in. Wild Animation will get us moving 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then Forged Ferocity. And that's the last bit of gold that we needed. Skip coming back for these, so they're in a slightly better position next turn. And we want to push as far forwards as possible towards that door. Both of these are kind of equidistant away. Let's go this side. We could get an Iron Beast out, but I don't think it's going to be particularly helpful. Okay, a long rest back here would be fine. A short rest would also be fine moving forwards, and that gives the summoner a chance for a long rest. We've got plenty of cards, so we'll do it as a short rest. Yeah, we can lose Unbridled Power. Growing Rage moves us in relatively slowly, doesn't need to be quick. Strength and Agony, it gets us forwards. And we're just going to move a little bit closer with our friend. Come closer. Oh, of course, they've ended up on the wrong place. Shouldn't have moved them. Well, we may as well move past, or we could come this way, I suppose. Yeah, that's fine. The gold is important. You can't just ignore it. Bounce back will do a teeny bit of healing, which we don't need because we're going to do a long rest at some point. From the brink moves us 3. Yeah. So from the brink and resolute stand. And over here we're going to do that long rest. Come closer, wolves. There we go. Right, long rest. We will lose leathery wings, I think. Leathery wings is specifically useful if you're looking to buff other allies, but you need to be moving fast enough for the strength to be worthwhile. I might sub it out after this. Let's heal up those 3 bits of damage. Okay. Bounce back will get us into the door and do a little bit of healing. Numb the pain as a potential. Get some shield on whatever's going on. Which means we can move a bit slower on this side. With... It doesn't need to be much slower with Blackfire and Wild Animation to get maybe a Thorn Shooter out. Let's open the door. Hello! Right. Burning Shaman. Now we've seen this guy before. 2 damage to take the shield. What's he going to do? He's going to move and heal. This is going to move and attack too. It's probably not worth taking 2 damage to get a 1 shield at this point. Well, we could just take the 2 damage. Oh, you blocked the way. That is frustrating. All right. Well, we can work around that. If only we had fire, we could do a wound on both of them. Let's get the Thorn Shooter out. And I guess we'll move up, but there's not really much we can do other than that. Okay, short rest for our Berserker. Sure, we can lose Numb the Pain at this point. Bounce back will give us decent retaliation. Resolute Stand could take it up to 3 retaliation, which would be hilarious. But we can also do Growing Rage to start hitting this guy. And over the back, Biting Wind makes a lot of sense. Mighty Bond so we can get the Thorn Shooter attacking. Ooh, he's doing some cursing. And quickly as well. Well, seeing as we are immobilized, do we just do the retaliate? It's not really worth it now that he's done his thing. Let's just try and kill this thing. Oh, that is frustrating. Fine. We'll at least get a teeny bit of healing. Poor doggo. Everything is trying. Let's get the Thorn Shooter to attack again. And actually, rather than risking the money going, let's step in and grab it. Okay, everyone target this guy. We're going to do Strength and Agony. We're going to do From the Brink. Potentially push him around a lot. Everything we need. He's doing some serious attacking. Yeah, get a shield on everyone. And I think we'll get the heal on this wolf. No, we'll get the heal on our friend. Because we're going to take the damage anyway. So, come to here. Don't push him around. Take the damage.
Oh.
And do the big attack you can. It's good. It's good enough. The shield was not enough for the wolf. We'll do a long rest over the back. And it looks like he's getting on with his disarms. You know what? Just take the damage, because you got a long rest anyway. Ooh. Get right next to him. Get that retaliate on. Finally, he goes down. Well, we can't pick up anything else, so let's just burn Unwavering Hand. And that should be it for this mission. That's a lot of experience that the summoner can get. A lot of the cards you provide experience. So the main area around the trade route is now clear, although many vermlings have retreated into deeper parts of the forest. We got 8 gold piles in total. Very happy with that. And of course the major stamina potion design, which is very nice. Ah, thank goodness. With the spice route back open, my food can actually start to have some flavour again. I've also been able to get some important ingredients to start supplying major stamina potions. Many warriors value these really highly. Oh yes, what's not to like about them? How much do they go for? 30 gold, so it's pretty significant. But it does give you back 2 cards, and it only takes up 1 slot. So it's something to consider. How have we done on stuff for our new mercenary? So we're looking for the summoner perks. Summons take 40 damage. They've only taken 9. Summoner uses 30 control abilities. We only used 4. And buffs summoned allies 30 times. We've only done 3. So it's going to take a while because applying shield is situationally useful. Now, as I said, we were going to take leathery wings off. So if we're taking leathery wings off, we could add Volatile Flame on, and that means Volatile Flame works with Black Fire to allow us to apply wounds. Also means we can summon a Living Bomb, which is always going to be hilarious. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this is going. A little bit more XP, and the Berserker will be at the next level. And in terms of things that we can buy, there's nothing I would want to buy for them. So I think we'll leave it at that. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you are continuing to enjoy this. As always, if you are, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Gloomhaven Guildmaster. See you soon.